What's good, everybody? What's good? What's good? What's good? Welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time here, please hit that like button. Please subscribe to the channel. Please leave a comment, and I'm going to get started. How to avoid being scammed by financial online or offline gurus. Now, lately online, and this is just one of many things that's been happening throughout the years that I've seen, and a lot of us seen. We've seen these things throughout time, even back to Madoff, right? DJ Envy of the Breakfast Club and his partner Caesar Pena, who was his partner in real estate, were are being accused, and Caesar's been arrested of Ponzi scheme, fraud, scams, what you call it. Now, I'm gonna say this: they are both innocent till proven guilty in a fair trial, and I don't know all the particulars. I don't know everything about it. I didn't give them none of my money, so I don't know. I'm just going about what people are saying, even the people that feel they were victimized by them. So I'm not saying that they did anything or they did anything wrong. They may have, but it's not looking good, especially for Caesar, right? And for Envy's reputation. Let me say that. But in that case, using that case as an example, and this is just one of many. It's other stuff out there, that real estate funds and all types of other people that's been accused of things online. Now, how you can avoid being scammed by those people is you have to understand investing is a long game. It is a turtle game. You gotta stop thinking about investing as gambling. Whether it's real estate, whether it's the stock market, whether it's a business, no matter what, it's about your money growing over time. Time is going to be your best weapon. And one of the biggest problems with things like this is people just give. I was watching news reports where people were giving these guys $250,000, 300, 400, $500,000. And I'm thinking to myself, if you got $500,000, no matter where you got it from, you don't know where to invest it at? So that means you got the money some type of way. So if you got it through a business, you inherited it, you got it through a settlement, it was passed down, you hustle for it or whatever. You don't know where to put it at? You didn't even think like, man, I could put it in a high yield savings account or index fund and it can grow from there. $500,000, $200,000. So if the best way to avoid getting scammed is education. The old education, man. Educating yourself. Taking the time to learn what it is that you want to invest in. You don't go to school, come into kindergarten, and then you graduate the next day. The problem is a lot of y'all just gambling. Y'all want to hit that lick. Y'all want to double that play. Y'all want to double up. That's not how it works in investment. And honestly, that's not how it really works in the streets because there's consequences for that. But that's another story. You got to play the long game. If you giving somebody 200 some $1,000, 100,000, $10,000, $50,000 in real estate, you telling me with this thing that you got in your hand every day, that you own, spending hours every day, you can't go. I could just give you a market. Let's say Portland, Oregon. I never been, but I guarantee you, it's enough tools online. I can go to Zillow, Realtor.com. I could just go on the MLS and I can see how much houses are selling in Portland if I wanted to invest in Portland. I could see how much they paying for rent in Portland. I could just take the time and invest in myself. I can invest in a subscription model with a real estate data. You can go one of the best, so you can go on citydata.com. I know citydata.com, it don't be updated a lot, but it could give you um it'll give you data if I'm a data person, right? And it can give you data on wherever you're looking at, whatever city, town, state you're looking at, especially cities. It can tell you the population growth. It can tell you how new constructions. Citydata.com. You can go on there. You can even go on a forum and you can ask questions for people that live in that city or know about that city. You could go on Bigger Pockets and go on the forum and talk to people about investing. It it's just taking the time. So to give somebody that amount of money that you don't even know, even if you knew them, but you don't even know this person, and say, here, you giving them $200,000 because you just want to flip your money. And you say, oh, he doing it big. He driving in this car. He with the DJ that's on with the celebrity DJ, and they out here. He got to be right. And you give him that amount of money. Maybe the guy didn't even know what he was really doing. Maybe he was in over his head. Maybe he was living a lavish lifestyle, spending up your money and robbing Peter to pay Paul. But at the end of the day, it's up to you. Take the time to get the education. Not just in this situation, any situation. Before you give a person $1, take the time to get the education. Know a little bit about it. Don't just come in and don't know nothing. Here's my money. I'm gonna just go about my life. What? And then you come months later, like, hey, where's my money? What? You don't know? Come on. It's just people. I'm gonna just be blunt. You're lazy. Being too lazy has hurt people. Greed and laziness is the thing that's gonna hurt you. This is a long game that we playing. I'm playing a 10, 15-year game. I got to. I started late, so I gotta play a different type of game. But if you got that amount of money, 200,000, that should be sitting comfortably somewhere until you figure that out anyway. You need to go online and get as much education, even if you had to take a course. Let's say you had to let me take $1,000 and take this person course. After you vet that person, even if you gotta get a coach and pay for coaching or training or something, I'm not against it as long as it's beneficial to you, because you gotta come in there knowing something. Just give it to a fund. If you gave to this so-called fund and you didn't get nothing back from it, and you can't get your money out, you could have put that in the market. Like, come on. Y'all gambling with y'all money. And if you education and know your product, even before you invest in the stock market. I don't care if it's Apple. You think you know Apple, but you don't know Apple until you know Apple. Look into everything about that company. You can go on, listen, you can go on Google and Google something so much. When you go on your Google, so you go down, when you scroll down, Google will start feeding you so much information about what you're looking at. They'll feed you everything about Apple. You can go on tipranks.com, and you could pull up a company and you can get the data on that company and see how that company's doing. You can go on earnings calls, listen to the company, their calls. You can get newsletters from the company. You can go on their website. You can just look through it and look at a company. But whenever you invest in, you need to do the due diligence and get the knowledge on it so you can know. The more you know, the less somebody can tell you. And that's how people get scammed. Y'all, it's like y'all signing record deals out here. Just giving people money so you can get it flipped. You want me, let me get 2 mil off this. Man, it doesn't work like that. You in the wrong game if you think it's like that. You might as well just go. Listen, giving them money, you probably is better off just sitting in front of a slot machine and just pulling the lever. I'm keeping it real with y'all. And the void that is you. The knowledge has to come from you. You got to know what you're talking about. And then to get to the next level, somebody can appear. They'll come, you say, I'm moving this way, and they may help you, but you know more. I ain't saying you got to do everything yourself. I ain't saying that you got to be skeptical of everybody, but you should be cautious of everything, though. But the more you know, the less likely you'll get scammed. You don't just give over your money to anybody. I don't care. You don't give somebody $200,000. You don't give somebody $200 just for that. Now, if you brought their book or their course, you brought the course. It's up to you for what you get out of it. But to give somebody $200,000, say, hey man, I'm gonna invest in this building, man, you ain't went past it. You ain't listen, $100,000. I'm flying out there. You couldn't buy a plane ticket. When I get off, I'm gonna get off, man. When I go on vacation, I'm flying out there before I give you anything. I'm gonna walk around that property. Listen, I'm gonna give y'all something even simpler than that. You can go on the county website, the assessor website. I know in here we got an assessor, and you can go on a county website and look and see who owns that property for the free 99. Y'all getting scammed because y'all lazy. Y'all don't want to do the work. Y'all want overnight success. I know things move real fast on the internet, but you need to be patient and slow down and know that what's coming for you is coming down the line. Chill with that, y'all. Chill. Do not get scammed by these people. And everything online ain't a scam. Everybody ain't online trying to do that, but you got to know how to do business. If somebody doing some coaching, you got to know what you're getting out of the coaching. So when you come to them and say, hey, I'm going to pay you $300 for a coaching call and all that, whatever it is that they charging, you got to know what you're getting out of the coaching. If you're not getting what you want out of it, then you can say, hey, I didn't get what I wanted out of the call. You could take it up with them. But if you don't know and you think that they supposed to get on the phone and tell you something, then next thing you know, you go make $1 million, you in the game wrong anyway. So they're going to be a scam to you anyway. Those people gonna be a scam to you anyway because you was in it to get $1 million. You thought you'd spend $300, you gonna go get $1 million. Because now it's guys, like I said, I always say, and I joke about it, it's guys jumping out of Lamborghinis and they sitting on private jets and they showing you this glamorous lifestyle. You think you just can just invest and you gonna get that glamorous lifestyle. Man, how long Grant Cardone been doing this? Dude got gray. He probably been doing it 30 years. You know what I'm saying? But they can make it to you to look like you could do it in 10 minutes. Y'all better get it together. Y'all gonna go broke out here, man. Do not go broke messing with these people, man. Do not. Please, please, y'all listen to me. To avoid that, you need to do your work. Do your research. Know a little bit about the game, though. Anything that you invested in, and you'll succeed. But I'm gonna get up out of here. Thanks for listening, y'all. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe button, leave a comment. Let me know how y'all feel. Because I don't want to see nobody departed with their money. Money is hard to come by, man. Especially that amount of money is hard. I don't want to see that happen to nobody else, man.